Cruising down Manchester Street in my drop top, chillin' where you gotta keep the heat when the block hot. Cruising down Manchester Street in my drop top, chillin' where you gotta keep the heat when the block hot. Yeah, on the east side and the west side. Yeah, on the east side and the west side. Cruising down Manchester Street in my drop top, chillin' where you gotta keep the heat when the block hot. Crown in my head, I'm getting my.
What's good, y'all? It's your boy CMJ, man, bringing y'all another episode of Total Fandom. Proud to have my boy Devaughn and my boy Chuck joining me for another mock draft lobby, another preseason get right type of thing going on. I'm also going to present the CFL Legacy Tiers at some point in time I might do that first. Depends on how y'all feel. But man, how y'all feeling, man? I'm happy to have y'all. How y'all feeling, man? I'm a little crossed right now, if you know what that means. So getting right, 4th of July weekend. How was your 4th of July, Devaughn?
That was good, man. I didn't do a whole lot. I got to chill out after I got off of work, man. That's the biggest thing.
Oh, sounds boring. Chuck?
Went to a block party in Compton.
See, feel me?
Went to a block party in Compton, got towed up. And then went to a funeral, got towed up. And then now I'm recovering. I recovered though. Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah.
It sounds more fun than Devaughn.
It's kind of bittersweet, But I mean,
I was just chilling at the home with the people.
It's kind of at the same time, I tell people when life exits, 9 times out of 10, new life has entered already. All right, that Soraya was on the way when my grandfather passed away. So it's like 9 times out of 10.
Listen, I'm sorry to hear.
Oh, yeah, damn.
About, I don't know why you didn't tell me who you went to the funeral for. So my condolences for that. I'm here for the turn up though. I'm here for that.
Oh yeah, nah. Hey, I'll be honest. That's what got me through it. Like on me, I was already still buzzed, so I'm green.
Type.
That's probably what made me, have to recover. I did too much, a little too much, just a little bit. I would do it again, though.
All right. Let's get right. Hey.
I do it over.
Ready?
I am. This will be my third mock draft. Excuse me. This will be my third mock draft. This will be you guys. This will be Chuck's second. This will be the first for Devaughn.
Devaughn, let's see if you could beat me, bro. I was top dog.
How you gonna see? Let's do it.
Present this on the screen. Almost forgot there, buddy. It's true. I'm about to do so much work to this audio. So much work.
Yeah, who is that? Is that somebody talking to your background? Who is that?
It's the boss. Yeah.
Yeah. I told you.
Oh.
Yeah, he did.
I honestly did not know that.
He did tell me.
Devaughn, you got some ghetto people back there. I'm gonna let him know. Ain't no fucking way.
Hell yeah.
Oh, draft starts in 10 seconds. Okay. I expect this to go the way it's been going. I mean, I'm picking 14. Devaughn, I expect for you to have some pretty solid insight picking in the middle of the draft at 9. 16 team PPR.
What kind of shit is going on with the draft?
I don't know, but Jamar Chase went first, and you are on the clock.
Damn it, he went off?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Not damn it. I feel that. Okay, nice to know. Okay. I feel that. I would want Jamar Chase too.
Especially this year.
Yeah.
I'm already on the board.
Yeah, you're on.
The rest is kind of computer audio.
The computer gonna pick auto. Yeah, the computer.
Gonna kind of like auto it.
This should be quick. Of course. Of course. Oh wow, my name is Drafter again. Well, I mean, Let me take my boy.
But that's going to change his name.
Let me take my boy.
Okay.
That was me again. Okay.
Tyree, wow.
Ooh.
It's crazy.
Ooh. No, I can't do that right now. I gotta take a
I ain't gonna lie, Team 16 kind of cooking. That's nasty. Let me see what I get.
I wanted low key. I low key wanted Garrett Wilson. I low key wanted Garrett Wilson, but it's okay. Devaughn, you back on the clock, my boy.
Mm.
Rasheed Rice at 205. I just don't think he gonna have that kind of year again immediately. But I could
I
be
don't
wrong.
care what nobody say. I'm going with what I did down there last time.
T
I know
Higgins.
I was right.
T Higgins. That's how you would start a team was Saquon Barkley and T Higgins.
Bro, I'm not
Man,
happy about that T Higgins pick. I don't feel I kind of felt rushed in that pick,
Red
and I'm only looking at like four. I'm only looking at like four people at a time. I
Mhm.
can't look at more than that.
Oh
So I
my
gotta
Lamar
goodness.
suggest other
Oh
Jackson
players.
my
and Jonathan.
goodness.
Oh
Yes.
my God! What? That
Yes.
is
Yes.
bro.
Yes. Yes.
This is
Yes.
crazy.
That's exactly
Yes.
how the draft would fall for you. What?
Yes.
I agree.
Yes. Oh my goodness. If that it's over. Oh my goodness. Yes.
Hey, if you started a team with Justin Jefferson, Lamar Jackson, and Jonathan
Oh,
Taylor, oh my God!
yes. Yeah. Give me that.
And
Yeah.
of
What?
course, AK went right
I'm not
before me.
playing. I threw people. I ain't playing with nobody.
I would be worried about your team. I would. If you were still in my like in the CFL South, I would be worried. Which you are still slated to be in the CFL South until I change the divisions, of course. But
No. Also, so you switched the teams up, right?
I'm gonna switch them up. But I don't know how drastically I'm doing it. I don't have a clear picture on it yet. But I'm switching it up
Okay.
a little bit based on the tiers. Oh, it's my pick. My pick. Oh, I have 10 seconds to pick. Oh, talking to you and shit. Ooh, I think I was probably gonna pick this pick anyway. To be honest, Marvin Harrison, I'm probably gonna go there. Let me zoom out. Pretty sure it's my pick again. Who was taking Chuba, Cortland Zay, right? Okay, Xavier Worthy, two receivers. Okay, and then I probably should sure up that RB. Yeah, yeah, Connor. Yeah, Connor. Yeah, Connor. Yeah, I'm feeling that.
What you getting spoon for? No, I got it.
Okay. So you, Devon,
Yeah, I know this is crazy.
I know you not feeling this team, but it has potential. Wow. Wow. I ain't gonna lie to you. Maybe it's just me because I don't know, I be foreshadowed. I don't know, but I would think you were missing the playoffs with a team like this.
Who?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Devon,
Me, nah,
Devon,
I didn't like
Devon,
the T Higgins pick.
the T Higgins pick kind of when you
I didn't like that.
could have
I
had
did not
Terry
like the T Higgins
Lauren. I
pick.
mean, maybe that was a little too rich, but you could have had
Man.
I don't know.
No. Why did
I could
all
have picked
pick
up Trey
those?
McBride for
You
sure.
could have took another running back. Could have took Josh Jacobs.
I would have taken
Why
Trey
did they
McBride
do
for
that?
sure.
I don't
Who
want
you,
For
David
sure.
Montgomery. What's wrong with y'all? You're messing up my algorithm.
was on my algorithm?
Mm. I was gonna go Jamal Williams. Fuck.
Mm.
Fuck. Mess me up.
Jameson
I was
Williams.
cooking too.
You was Aaron Jones.
Man, David Montgomery. Get that out of here. What's wrong with y'all? I don't even know what y'all talking
I'm back on the clock. Yeah.
about. Man.
I was taking too long on my pick. Yeah, our picks going quick, but I did take my guy at the right time. Okay. I need a receiver or a running back. Ooh, I need a receiver or a running back. Fuck. I mean, shoot. I'm gonna take him. I'm gonna take him. I know he's gonna be the lead back. I know it. I know it. I like this team. I like this team on me. Uh huh. Okay, London, Harrison, Henry, Connor. What? Devontae Fields. Okay, we cooking with something. Devon, what you got? Calvin really was a good pick for you. I like that pick a lot. Now I feel better about your team. Now I don't. Well, Bo Nix, why? Okay, I guess he has the upside. He has the upside.
And he runs, man.
Yeah,
It
he
was
has
it was, it was either been him,
Chuck you up.
Dak Prescott, or Drake May.
I know I'm on it.
Where I'm at, I would one and three.
I see a receiver going here, not another
Mm,
running back. I see a receiver going here. Who is it going to be?
mm, I'm
Maybe,
fucking.
maybe tight end. Oh, Addison. Okay.
I was debating. Oh, I can get them both. Cool,
Yep. Yep.
cool,
Yep.
cool,
Yep.
cool, cool, cool.
No,
'Cause I
you
was about to say I
didn't.
was debating between him and
Not
Mark
bad.
Andrews, but
Not
okay,
bad. Man, a little
okay,
stack.
cool,
Little stack. Little stack.
okay,
Okay.
cool, perfecto.
Downs, Bird, and Diggs. They went in the seventh round. Damn, those might be some steal. Downs and Diggs in the seventh
Yeah, you got any
round.
reps?
Hey,
That's
want
some.
to tell you something? I wanted
I
Downs.
want Twitter.
Wow.
I wanted Downs, but I can't see it. I cannot. Not this year. For some reason, I cannot see it. I feel like if any receiver is gonna stand out, it's gonna be Mitchell.
Hey,
What am I supposed to do now at tight end, bro?
watch it. Yeah.
Yeah, I had to get Mark Andrews. I had to.
Like, what the hell?
I mean,
12:30.
Kincaid there.
Ferguson is the one, bro.
All right.
Ferguson is the
You too.
one. Ferguson is the one.
Zonda Smith is in a bad pick.
Hey, where was he? Where was Ibuka drafted?
Mm,
I don't see him. Wait, he wasn't taken.
mm-mm.
But so okay, I feel like this is important to say because in every draft that I've done
Here
so
he
far,
is.
in every mock I've done so far, like Ibuka has been taken ahead of McMillan, and McMillan just went at the 804. So I'm very surprised. I'm very surprised.
Is Christian Kirk gonna get burned?
Good pick right there. Who you took? Matthew Golden. Good pick. J.K. Dobbins.
Mm,
Jaden Higgins. Solid. Darnell Mooney. What you gonna do right here, Chuck? Oh,
Kicker. Mm-hmm.
okay. And the pick after.
Uh, need it back.
I think for the first round, I'm gonna make sure it's 60 seconds per pick. Like for the
Yeah,
real
because this
draft.
30 seconds is crazy.
I'm up for the real draft though. I'm gonna make sure
Did
it's
they
60.
auto select me another kicker?
Yes, they did because
No, yeah,
What
he
the
did
fuck?
that.
yeah, that was funny. That was
What
funny.
the no? What that's not.
That was
I'm
funny
not laughing. Hell no.
and quite
I'm not
hilarious.
laughing. Hell no. What's
Gotta be
that?
on your P's and Q's, my boy.
Man, I was gonna select defense.
The Ravens defense, that's crazy. Hey, no way. I mentioned this guy's name, but he fell back to me. Nice. I needed
I
that.
was looking up the coast defense. I
That's cool. I
guess it's
needed
too
it.
far down.
I needed Ibuka. Roshan Johnson, Tyler Etrick.
Won't be for long.
Ain't no more running backs. That's it.
Nope.
But some league
Braylon Allen, that's his name.
it's some league winning talent out here. Dodger Kincaid? Nah, I don't have to fall for that. I took my tight end.
Told you Kincaid. He was high.
When was I high on Dalton Kincaid?
Mm-hmm.
Devaughn, you're up, buddy.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to figure out the rest of this roster.
It's not bad, but it could be better. I feel like the Jake
I don't
Ferguson
like my
pick.
two kickers, so I'm talking shit. If I'm
I
being
will.
honest.
I was saying that I feel like the Jake Ferguson pick at 709 was the pick. Like that was the pick. Jake Ferguson at 709, Calvin Ridley at 509. Though those were the picks that would save your season, in my opinion. But that's just me projecting. Like T Higgins, like I'm never high on T Higgins, no matter what. So I don't care what numbers he puts up per game.
Colson.
I don't care. I'm good. He's too much. He's too much stress for me between the injuries and the contracts and whatever. It's too much. Also, he doesn't strike me as a all around great receiver. Kincaid, okay, Kincaid and Andrews. That's right, double down. Wandell Robinson, that's a pick that I missed. Marvin Mims is a pick that I missed. I will admit that
I see.
there.
I saw Marvin Mims,
Why would you
but I
drop
wasn't
a
sure.
fourth? Why would you drop a fourth running back? I mean, I feel like the only reason to invest in Nick Chubb is if you have Joe Mixon. I feel like that's the only reason to invest in Nick Chubb this year, especially like given the 10th round where you can still find. I mean, I don't want to say league winning value, but definitely some useful value here. I don't think Nick Chubb will provide. Um, like this is the first year of a major injury. I'm worried about him personally. I am. I'm not gonna lie, no cap. I'm gonna take this quarterback, and I'm gonna monopolize on the quarterbacks. Drake May, Jordan Love, and Justin Fields. Oh, I'm cooking. At least I think so. It's hard to find a league winning quarterback. Another tight end. Hey, how y'all feel about Kyle Pitts, man? I keep asking people how y'all feel about Kyle Pitts, man.
He's got to have a breakout year eventually. Otherwise, it's going to be a bust from now on. From here on out, he'll look more like a bust from this point forward. But I think he'll stand out at least a little bit. Because if you don't,
Feel like he need to be a wide receiver.
yeah, honestly, it'll probably end up being something like that. He might change positions,
You need to be like Julio Jones.
or
Stop trying to
he
be a
may just
tank.
need to go to he may just need to go to a different team.
Both.
They, they may just trade his ass. He may need a better coach.
We'll see with Penix.
Yeah, because that's really
Really don't have
the
a choice but
deciding
to
factor.
see. Oh me. Excuse me. Stafford and Knicks,
Uh,
huh? I can see you going like 9-6, 8-7. You know, I don't see 10 wins. Chuck,
I'm
uh,
debating, bro.
maybe I could see also 9-6, 8-7. I don't
I
see.
can see him going 10 wins.
I maybe because of
You got Steelers,
Lamar,
the defense
maybe because of
too.
Lamar and Justin Jefferson on me. If he could find a real RB2 or a real wide receiver two, I could like in a
You don't
trade.
believe in JT being an RB? I mean Montgomery.
I
You
was
don't
about
believe
to say, I
Montgomery being a
got
number two?
Jonathan Taylor. What do you mean?
Montgomery and number two ain't bad.
Not with no Frank Ragnow and no Ben Johnson. I don't see this team scoring as many touchdowns as they did last year. I don't. Like the number of touchdowns that they scored was, if I'm
I
not
should have took
mistaken,
Penix.
in the 70s, or it's definitely between 50 and 70. I'm so sorry if I don't have the exact number for you right now because I'm crossed. But they scored the most touchdowns in the regular season of any team. I think that's gonna come down. I think that's gonna regress. I don't think I don't think they can. I don't think they're gonna be able to keep it up. I feel like Frank Ragnow is a big bro. Can't just lose an All Pro center. You cannot just lose the best offensive lineman that on your team and think that you're gonna keep chugging along and be just okay. And Jared Goff is your quarterback, the guy who does not make anyone better on the team, the guy who needs the perfect setup to be good. He needs a great setup to be good. That's insane. Anyway, let me make my next couple picture. What defense do I
That's
like?
not where I
I
want.
know one thing. Them two kickers. I know they
It's a
fucking
kickers.
wreck my I said Reggie. That's
They're two
terrible. That's
kickers.
who that guy. Yeah, come on, man. You didn't give me a shot. Cause
I
I
need
gotta
a
be
good
more
receiver
attentive.
here.
My bad.
Alec Pierce or Adonai Mitchell, man.
Adonai Mitchell.
Let's go Tyler Lockett.
Mitchell.
Tyler Lockett,
Mitchell.
Tennessee.
If Mitchell's still there, sure, I'm selecting him.
He should be.
Dart
I ain't gonna
throws.
lie, he seemed like a sleeper. Damn, I got 3 receivers, 4 receivers. I'm good.
I feel like
Uh,
I feel like I should
my
never.
team pretty solid. Shoot.
I feel like I should not draft a wide receiver in the first round, no matter what. No matter if it's Saquon that falls, or if he doesn't fall, or it's Genty that falls and doesn't fall, or McCaffrey, whoever, I should just take the running back I feel the most
That's fucking
comfortable
kicker
with.
is crazy.
Like, I don't think I should take a wide receiver in the first round. I think I'm gonna live with that. I'm gonna live
I
with that.
don't like my team. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
My team is okay.
I don't like my team.
Drake
My
London
team
would
is
be on the
okay.
block. Marvin Harrison will be on the block before week 1. And
Why the
honestly,
fuck they not letting? They talking about I'm selecting. Where the fuck this shit at?
It ain't much to select for.
homie just be cursing up a store, bro. It's funny. You taking Jake Ferguson in the 7th round just lets me know I need to take him in the 6th round. And that
Leave me
means
alone,
I need to take some of the players that I need early, skip on a certain position and take Jake Ferguson as in the 6th round. Or maybe the 5th if I can afford it. I don't know.
Why
Depends.
they select all running backs?
I don't know, but
And
you
I ain't gonna
lagging
lie,
out.
Elijah Mitchell might.
You sound like
I said Elijah Mitchell might be on still.
Keaton Mitchell, Elijah Mitchell, you
Maybe.
got Mitchell brothers, the Mitchell twins. Oh, it's on me. It's back on me. It's back
Mm-hmm.
on me. I need a good. Eagles kicker. Yeah, that's easy. That's simple. Okay, boom. View your full analysis type shit.
I got a B
Mm-hmm.
minus.
I don't know, bro. It's okay. It don't matter. I never grade high.
Mm-hmm. Nah,
I
nah.
never get a project. I never project a high score, and I
A
always
minus,
make
you
the
know,
playoffs.
as usual. Even with they BS
A
little,
minus is
kicker
crazy.
thing.
A minus is
I mean,
crazy,
even with
bro.
them doing the kicker thing, but I mean, hey, it is what it is. 91 out
My,
of
my
100
team would beat the
per
fuck
usual.
out your team. Like
They would not, bro. They
they
would not.
would though. They
No,
would
no,
though.
Jonathan Taylor, Lamar Jackson, and Justin Jefferson is enough for you
Oh no!
for sure,
What? Drake London,
for
Derrick
sure.
Henry, Marvin Harrison, James
Aubrey,
Conner. What? 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 RB1, RB2, wide receiver
if
one,
you
wide
didn't
receiver
name,
two.
bro, they did not match up to what I just said. No,
Bro, I
what
just
do you mean?
named my
No,
positions: wide receiver one, wide receiver two, RB1, RB2. You're only filling QB1, RB1, and wide receiver one. Honestly, the rest of your team is weak compared to what I have stacked up
nah,
and lined up, bro.
man. I feel
Like
like
you
DeAndre
lucky
Hopkins will
I
be
wasn't
decent
able to draft Jake Ferguson, or this wouldn't even have been a contest. What? What?
Let's see where team draft is. Uh, okay. All right, bro. But you like the second and last. What do you mean?
Bro, I
You
always,
talking
bro.
about
Hey,
James Conner and
at
all
the
that, bro. This
hold
ain't
on.
last
At the
year.
end of the season, at the end of the draft, I always come out with a 3 or 14 projection from the email that we get from fantasyfootball.com. And what happens? 10-win season as usual.
All
When
right,
I'll be cooking.
we
I'll be
gonna
like, don't
see.
worry about what I took Rasheed Rice in the 3rd round of the draft last year, and they said I wasn't gonna make the playoffs. He was wide receiver 1 for the first 3 weeks. Oh, I know what I'm doing. I trust.
Okay.
They don't know what they doing. The experts. Okay, my bad. I'm not saying that. My bad. What I'm saying is I have my own insight in my own assessment. And the players that I pick, I believe in, and I've been going strong, and I've been 7-year playoff streak. You feel me? I've been 7-year playoff streak. You know what I'm saying? What y'all gonna do? You can't stop this. Da, 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 da.
Wow.
Like what? I'm just saying, like why I gotta worry about expert consensus rankings? Why do I have to worry about that when I've been cooking the last few seasons. I mean, do y'all want to see my drafts? Like, it don't even matter where I got guys that finish in the top 10 all the time. I be having seasons where I have a top 10 quarterback, top 10 wide receiver, top 10 running back, top 10 tight end, top 10 defense. I don't be winning the chip. I be getting eliminated first, second round, but I make it to the Super Bowl. I done made it to back-to-back Super Bowls in 22 and 23. I'm just saying, like, what? I know
Man,
what
you
I'm
owe
doing.
two. Hey,
Like,
my bad. You owe two. We gonna see how the season go.
bro,
I
I am
love it.
honestly, to be honest, I did think. Let me just go ahead and end this. I did think about that. It's been like 5 years since I won a championship. Like, it's been 5 years, and I had 2 cracks at the apple. Like, actually, I made it back to the championship twice and lost. Like, what? Back to back years. Who does that? Like, I'm so hurt, bro. Y'all can hear it in my voice. Like, you can
Yeah,
hear
no,
it.
I hear the crack. Yeah, cracks and creaks. Yeah, no, I hear it. I feel you though. I can feel it. It feel like
Mm-hmm.
pain. It sound like pain.
I feel it. That's how they get hurt.
It's hard to maintain greatness. Like, it's so hard to maintain. Every year could be my last year of greatness. Like, any year could be my last year. Like, oh, injuries. I'm not gonna sit here and deny. I get lucky with injuries. I do, but
Man, I did not.
Facts.
Bro.
I do.
Fuck.
But I target specific players, and fingers crossed they don't get hurt. Rasheed Rice got his shit nicked
Ain't no
last
fucking
year.
way Christian McCaffrey got hurt before the
He
season.
did, bro. That was crazy. That was the craziest thing ever. That doesn't
No,
ever happen.
Bro, the
no.
year, bro, we played in the 16-team PPR league. We've been playing in that league. We've been playing in the 16-team PPR league since 2020. In 2021, I had a team that scored 2,147 points. I got
But you know,
eliminated
bro,
in
we
the.
had just like you
I
said,
got
it's a lot
eliminated in the
less
first
players.
round. I got eliminated in the first round because Justin Herbert wanted to have a fucking thumb injury, and Jonathan Taylor wanted to have 3 points.
Oh,
Yeah, bro, I remember that year.
It just.
Hey, you was popping in the group chat too.
I was cooking. I
He was
drafted
popping.
Cooper Kupp in the 3rd round.
He was popping.
I took Jonathan Taylor at 110. That was way ahead of ADP. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Like,
no cap,
fuck
bro.
ADP.
He cooked
Fuck
that year, bro.
ADP. I'll be cooking. I had the number 1 running back
let me tell
and
you
the
something,
number
bro.
1
We had
wide
a great
receiver in
offensive
fantasy.
line.
We scored
I didn't believe it.
2,000 points. Who scored 2,000 points in the 16-team PPR league and doesn't win the championship? Who does that?
Bro, it's a lot of we was scoring a lot, boy, back then, bro. We was
Bro,
scoring
the
a
next
lot,
highest
bro.
team was at 1,700. In
But that's what I'm
oh
saying. We
yeah,
was
2020,
but ain't
scoring.
no
It
way.
bro, in
wasn't like,
2024, we had the 3 highest teams finish with the 3 highest points of any season we've ever had. Last year, we
Yeah.
had 3 teams finish with 1,800 plus points in the top 3.
Yeah, I
That was the
remember
first
that.
season
That shit was crazy
Yeah.
ever.
too.
What?
Yeah,
I
that's
should
true.
have won in 2021
Nah, you can't
and
say that, bro.
22
That's 'cause
and
you didn't win, bro.
23.
You can't say that, bro. You didn't win. Mm-mm.
Oh my god, I'm
Mm-mm.
having like a I'm
You having
You having
flashbacks,
a
bro.
rookie note?
It
Yeah,
feel like Iraq for
yeah.
you.
I'm crashing out.
It's like Iraq for you.
Okay.
Man, you having flashbacks.
You know what?
No, he said
Hey,
it right. He crashing out.
you
No,
know
I
what?
told
Maybe
you. Yeah, no, my boy. You having
His
feeling,
feelings.
man.
you know what? Let me just
I
present the
did my
legacy.
feelings too.
I am. Let me just present the legacy tiers to y'all.
Yeah, man. That's what I want to see. Yes.
Oh my god! And I'll try to make it quick. So just hold off on your question. Like, right? If you have like questions, you should not write them down or whatever. But hold off until I'm done, please.
All right.
Um, let me compose myself. They're right. I am hurt by that. I'm hurt. Anyway, tier 5, CFL Legacy, the CFL Legacy Tiers going into 2025. Excuse me if I did not properly intro this. The Council Fantasy League. We are going into year 8. We're almost a decade in, and these are our
Yes.
teams. Basically legacy rankings based off of how long they've been in the league. Minimum 2 years. I don't know why I'm talking to you. Minimum 2 years. Shoot, I mean it's the legacy tiers. You get the name explains itself. Okay,
What?
your accomplishments and your achievements over your tenure in the CFL, the Council of Fantasy League, they're documented, they're recorded, and they're ranked right here. And I'm updating them from last year so y'all can see where y'all stand before we go into the season. And for the record, y'all can see tier 5. Easy Clap is right there in the middle, but he is no longer gonna be with us this year. He was awesome for 6 years. He was great. I mean, was it 7? Actually 7. He was great for 7 years. He was an awesome member, one of the OGs that from the 2018 season. So we'll no longer have Easy Clap, but he would have ranked in tier 5 along with Gold Stripes, Burrito Supreme, and Hard Steel at the end. So Hard Steel owned by Malcolm, established in 2023, 13-17 overall record. So it's only been a couple of seasons for them. Um, really the strong start for them in 2023 like made it easy to buy into like their potential. But we need to see it all come together for them. I think they need to start drafting a little better and kind of like quell their hesitancy to pull the trigger on trades. But I've talked to Malcolm, and Malcolm thinks he can pull it together. So there's hope there. Burrito Supreme, the team right next to them, another tier 5 team. Like honestly,
I don't know what his problem is.
it's actually not as bad as you think, because since going 13-1 in 2018, I have it right here in my notes. Since going 13-1 in 2018 and having the second seed, they've been 7-6, 9-5, 6-9, and then 2-13, 4-11, and 4-11. Now,
That's what I'm saying.
mind you, no, but listen, that's three. Like you're right, 3 straight really bad seasons. Before that, it was 6-9, 9-5, 7-6. So there was 3 seasons of winning records. And this was pre-18 playoff because we expanded to 18 playoff in 2023. So
Mm-hmm.
there were 3 seasons where he had winning records, and he did make the playoffs in the first year. But like I think the last few years, probably some really really bad luck. Like especially with the injuries a couple of years ago. I remember he drafted Cooper.
Definitely that. I remember
Yeah,
that.
and he wasn't. Yeah, Cooper Cup was not him. This was post Triple Crown Cooper Cup.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, and then Easy Clap, like I said, is no longer with us, but he would have been in tier 5. And then Gold Stripes. Listen, Jasher, I love you, bro, and I know you won the CFL South last year. Congrats, all power to you. But you did that with one of the lowest scoring point totals ever. Also had the easiest schedule in CFL history, like roughly the easiest. I mean, that's loosely based, but if I could literally go back and show you guys week to week his opponents, their records, the points scored. Jasher, I need to see it. I need to see it again in year 3 for me to put you in a different tier. But I feel like at the head of tier 5, since you showed potential, you had a double-digit win season. You did win the division. You did make the playoffs. I feel like there is something there for you to show. So, let me see it come together again. We can talk about another tier. So we can talk about another tier. So that's tier 5. And then we can move on to tier 4. So tier 4, we've got Smooth Moves, we got Coach Nation, we got the Bears Eagles. So I just so happen to have Devaughn and Chuck here, who are franchise owners of the Bears Eagles and Coach Nation, respectfully. And I honestly, this was really hard, like to figure out where these teams will fall, because like I'll start with the Bears Eagles. So begun to show prowess, with back-to-back 11 plus win seasons in 23 and 24 and one CFL East Division title, back-to-back first round exits. I'm not really holding that against the Bears Eagles, because like you make it to the playoffs, like there's only 2 rounds to win before you get to the final dance anyway. So like I'm not really holding a first round exit against them, or you per se, since you're sitting here. But
Not yet. Yeah.
I do respect the prowess of back-to-back winning seasons, 11 win seasons, a CFL East Division title. I think like that's tier 4 worthy. Let's just see, how well you can do. Established in 2020, a 33-40-1 record. So it's not a winning record. So we need to see more wins
And
for
my
sure.
first 2 years are terrible.
Yeah.
My first year was bad. My first year was like 1-15 or 2 and no.
But
My first year was like 2-14.
2-11-1, 4-11, and
Okay.
6-9 before these last 2 seasons. So there has
Okay.
been a steady,
It's steady
up,
growth. Yeah, for sure.
steady upward trajectory since you've entered the league. Colts Nation,
Mhm.
really, it's not a lot. It's really not a lot I can say. Like a little bit of a roller coaster after the first season where they went like I think they had like they went 13-1, made the CFL Super Bowl, 5-8 after that, missed the playoffs, but 9-5, 6-9, 9-6, 7-8, 4-11. So not really like not consistent, but not necessarily like a not like Burrito Supreme going 2-11 or and then 4-3. Excuse me, you get what I'm saying? Like 4-win season,
Yeah,
2 losing
bad
season,
record.
all that
Yeah,
stuff.
fall
Um,
off the map
there have
that
definitely
quick.
been some seasons in there where I know that Chuck had some bad injury luck with Coast Nation and stuff like that. But I will
Hmm.
say
I'm not putting no excuses on it.
it's
We
fine.
coming
But
for it all this year.
and that's fine. But I will say the 9-5 2018 19 the 9-5 2020 record, you did win the CFL East, I mean the CFL South Division title in 2020, and you went 9-5. The 6-9 the year following, and then 9-6 the year after that, you were the 7th seed, and we hadn't expanded to a 18 playoff yet. So I will give credit for that. Like there are teams that have winning records in the past seasons, but we were only a 16 playoff. So
Yeah,
I will give
so
credit for like
they went.
7 8 seeds. Like
Yeah,
if
they
you're an
probably would
eight,
have been in the playoffs.
right? If you're an 8-7 team, I need to see where you finish in points scored. But if you're a 9-6 team or you're a 10-win team and you were like a 7 seed, which we don't have a lot of 10-win 7
Yeah.
seeds, I can definitely give a little boost for that. And then so like I said, like Colts Nation, a little bit of a roller coaster established in 2018, 52-49 record though, so there is a positive winning percentage. And kind of like roughly in the middle of the pack with the points scored. 3 winning seasons out of 7, and a CFL Super Bowl appearance, a CFL South Division title. They have come down in the tiers a little bit, but I I don't think it's worth like a total. I don't think it's a total drop off.
Mhm.
So yeah, Coast Nation, and then Smooth Moves established in 2020, 37-37 record, so 50% winning percentage, like right there in the middle. I think this is another team that is like right there in the middle, like not really like inconsistent, but not consistent. It's hard to those contradict, but 8-7 twice in 4 seasons before breaking out in 2024 with an 11-4 record. Won the CFL West, so uh that was a breaking, like not a breaking, that was a high point for them, I think, because they did end up
Mhm.
getting eliminated in the first round. But they broke the mold. They broke the mold in their franchise with the first division title, first playoff berth, and the most points scored in the season in their franchise history was 1,700. That team usually doesn't score more than 1,500 and like 50 points in the season. So 1,700
Mhm.
points is pretty. That's a pretty high mark. That's
Yeah.
like top 5. And then they did have a less than 2 point loss to the eventual Super Bowl champs in the first round. I
Oh, wow.
Now when we get to the point where we're in tier 3-2 and what, I will look at
Nitpick.
how you lost, where you lost, because when we get to the more consistent playoff teams, it's like, okay, where are you finishing? And that's why I have
Uh-huh.
to take certain things in and out of the tiers.
Okay, I see.
And then tier 3 is, we only have one team, and that's going to be Andy Reid's mustache. It was, I had talked to Makai off the air about this.
Interesting.
I had talked to Makai off there about this, about if Amari and Andy Reid's mustache deserved to be elevated to tier 2. Um, and I was close. I was close. I thought they
I
did.
remember.
But I'm gonna settle here for tier 3 just because we've seen teams come in and have a hot start and then flail out. Um, a couple of times. So, I really just need to, don't get me wrong, a CFL East Division title in the first season and then a CFL Super Bowl appearance in the second season. I mean, it doesn't get a much better than that. Like we have had a couple teams win in their first season, but like I kind of want to I just want to see a third season. I want to see a third season because if Amari and Andy Reid's mustache can give me another season where they score 1,800 plus points, they were established in 2023 and they have a 20-10 overall record. So there's not a lot of data behind it, but if they can give me another season of 1,800 plus points or 1,750 or something like that, give me 1,700. Give me 1,700 points, 9 plus wins and or a division title and or Super Bowl appearance I'm thinking about elevating them to tier 1. I am. They have a tier 1 floor. I think they have a tier 1 floor. Right now I'm going to settle for tier 3, and I think the responsible thing for me to do is safely put them in tier 3, having had like just a little bit more shown, but like I said, they also won a scoring title in 2023. Like they had the most points scored,
Okay.
along with their CFL East Division title, along with the 11-win inaugural season, along with the 2024 Super Bowl appearance. They could have easily won last year. I mean, it was the closest Super Bowl we've had ever. She lost by a point or less than a point. So, I'm curious to see what else they can do. I can't go higher than that just off of 2 seasons though. I can't go higher than that for 2 seasons, but definitely I'm not saying I'm rooting for it because I want me to win, but I'm excited to see. I'm excited to see where they
excited for the parody.
Yeah, I'm excited to see because if she ends up winning in the next couple of seasons with Andy Reid's mustache, we're gonna be looking at y'all. We're gonna be looking at Coast Nation and Smooth Moves and the Beers Eagles. Like, where y'all at, man? Like, what's up? It's been y'all on the clock.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, but anyway, so one team in tier 3. And I feel like that's apropos. Tier 2, we got Team Arrow, we got The Chosen. Team Arrow established in 2018, The Chosen established in 2019. Okay, this one is really tough because Team Arrow, I don't want to say downgraded. What's the word? I'm missing. My words are mixed up right now, but I almost put them in tier 3 because of just the last few seasons have not been what we were expecting.
Demoted.
Here we go. Thank you. Demoted. Almost demoted them to tier 3. I will give them credit though. They are tied for the second most playoff appearances in the last 6 seasons. You forget about that, really. Like, honestly, that kind of something that gets glossed over. They do have a CFL Super Bowl appearance in 2020 where they lost to Juice's Loose, but that feels like a distant memory, like that really, like honestly, we don't remember that Super Bowl like that. But maybe because I wasn't in it, so maybe that's why I say I don't remember it like that. But just a joke. The 2022 CFL West Division title was cool. But this isn't a franchise that expects to squeak into the playoffs on an 8-7 record like they did last year. So I do expect Team Arrow to have a better season than 8-7 in 2025. Especially given the fact that who is this? I check. Oh, especially given the fact that
shoot, I come back like that.
Like what?
Oh shoot, somebody called me. I didn't know how it worked.
That's cool. But yeah, I think
who tier 1? I know it ain't CMJ. I know it's not CMJ.
Let me finish. So So anyway, like I was saying about Team Arrow, they do have a 55-46 overall winning percentage. That's 55% is tied for 5th. So and now we're getting into the upper like echelon of franchises. I mean, they're also ranked 4th in points scored. They're sitting at 16-23. So I'm gonna leave Metro alone, bro. I'm gonna leave Metro and Team Arrow alone for right now. If they have a bad season, I'm gonna knock them down to tier 3. If they have like a 7-8 and they miss the playoffs, I'm gonna knock them down to tier 3.
Metro been consistent. He had a couple off years.
The last couple seasons. Yeah, he's had the last couple years has been.
I think what is kind of like what's kind of like dimming Team Arrow's life for me is the fact that they only have one division title in the 4 years that we've had the divisions active. Like only one CFL division title. I get it, you had the Super Bowl appearance in 2020, but I expect for Team Arrow to actually have
more than that.
And they have 2 10+ win seasons. Don't get me wrong, but I expect more. I don't know. Maybe I just expect too much.
No, I am mad, Loki. I do too.
They have 4 playoff appearances in the last 6 years, which is tied for 2nd. But
that's good.
You were right about the consistency, and the same thing for the Chosen. And I feel like I have to give Chris his respect now, like in CB, I should say, because we have a Chris.
Hey,
and we have
CB been doing his thing, man. Much respect.
Man.
The Chosen established in 2019. 49 and 38 overall winning percentage, which is 56%. That's fourth. The scoring is 1582 per season, which is fifth. The league average, by the way,
Where do I rank?
I showed you that the last time we had your
Yeah, that's why I'm like 15. I don't think I wasn't that low, was I?
15.
Yeah,
No,
like
you
16.
are Colts Nation
16.
is 8 at 1558.
Damn, I thought I was like 16. Yeah,
No, 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 no,
I
no,
need to
no.
pick it back up.
The league average based on teams going into 2025, based on the teams that we have active, the league average is 1,582 points per season. So if you're
Mm.
like
I'm
crossing that
right at that.
threshold, you almost there. You almost there. But you were clearing that mark a couple seasons ago very easily. So I
That's
know
why
you can
I'm
get right there. Anyway,
confused. I'm
back to the
like,
chosen.
damn,
Back to the respect
what
that we
happened?
putting on the chosen's name and CB. So this team, the team that Team Arrow was tied for the second most playoff appearances in the last 6 years with was the Chosen, which is this other tier 2 team that we have sitting here. Second most playoff appearances last 6 years, right? 3 straight playoff appearances since missing the playoffs in back-to-back seasons in 2020 and 2021. So since coming into the league in 2019, the Chosen came into the league in 2019, got to the playoffs, got to the Super Bowl, lost. The next 2 years, missed the playoffs in back-to-back seasons in the CFL East. After that, had a renaissance in the CFL North, playoffs, playoffs, division title, playoffs. Like, so that you're right, they have been on point, 3 straight playoff appearances, which is the second most. Um, that's the second longest active streak behind one other team, and yeah, 3 straight. Yeah, haven't missed the playoffs. I mean, 2024 CFL East Division title, which is their first one. And I said in the video last season, right before the season started, in the video last year, if Chris, if CB and the Chosen were able to win a division title, then we could talk about tier 2 or possibly elevating them. And they went out and they did that. Even though they lost in the first round again, I'm still going to give them credit for being in the dance and not being a lower seed, for being a 4 seed, for being a 5 seed the year before that. Um, a lot of respect for them. I will say this too. I feel like this team is on the brink. Any team in tier 2 is on the brink or on the cusp of winning a championship. Like, especially when you make the playoffs as consistently as these two teams do. The fun fact about the Chosen: been eliminated in the first round of the playoffs in 3 consecutive seasons. In 2022, they lost in the first round to the eventual Super Bowl champion. In 2023, they lost in the first round to the eventual Super Bowl runner-up. In 2024, they lost in the first round to the eventual Super Bowl runner-up. Not to mention
Okay.
they lost in the Super Bowl in 2019. So it feels like there's a lot of like
Oh yeah, he be
champion
pissed.
like no not like just like championship dust or championship like you know it just
No,
feel like
yeah, I feel you.
he on the road to winning one. You get what I'm saying? It feels like he's on the road
Yeah,
to winning one after being knocked down by so many basically Goliaths, like a champion, a couple of champions here or a couple of runner-ups there. Like they're basically right there. Keep doing what you're doing. Simple as that. Both these teams are on the cusp. And I feel good about putting Chris and CB in this tier with Team Arrow. And they showed me a little bit more than Andy Reid's mustache. Okay, tier 1, here we go. Okay. We are here. We are here. We are here. Yes, sir. You wanted to know who was in tier 1? Well, it's Never Lose. It's Montgomery Brawl and his GOAT Gang. You know, Never Lose went ahead and won a championship after being one of the, honestly, the most quietly, this is the most quietly consistent team in the league. Like, they don't say nothing in the chat. They don't make any trades. He goes out and drafts his team. He knows what he's
that's what's
doing.
good.
That's Chris Woods. Congratulations to our 2024 CFL Super Bowl champion. The steadfast franchise for 6 years, had playoff appearances in 2020, 2023, and 2024. In 2022, they went 9-6, but that was before we expanded to 18 playoff. So they could have been another one of those teams to have the 4 playoff appearances in 6 years. Um, but lost in the second round in 2020, lost in the first round in 2023. But they do have they did win the CFL West and North respectively, and they're only one of 2 franchises actively to do that, win 2 different divisions. So I will give credit to Never Lose for being sixth in points scored, being tied for fifth in win percentage, and winning a championship, finally breaking through in 2024 after, I mean, basically being steadfast and, keeping your head down. And I mean, and also this is the
Getting
lowest
it out the
seeded
mud.
champion that got it out the mud. This is the lowest seeded champion in CFL history as the seventh seed. And they also defeated the three highest scoring teams en route to this championship that we've had
Oh,
in a single season. So, like I said
there you
earlier
go.
to you, like we had the three teams finish with 1,800 points scored, 1,800 points plus scored as the 1, 2, and 3 seed. Never Lose defeated all three of those teams on their way to a CFL championship. We've never had three teams finish with that high of a mark in a single season, and we've never had a team beat those three teams in points scored on their way to a championship. So that was really impressive for Never Lose. Montgomery Brawl, that's owned by Mackay, established in 2020, 45 and 29 overall record. So this is third. It's a 61% win percentage, but the point scored is at 1634, which is third. Two CFL championships in the first 5 seasons. Um, I feel like the first bad season was last year when they had a sub 500 record. Every other season before that, they've had a winning record and or made the playoffs and or won a championship. So I feel like one bad season is not enough to really tarnish a legacy of greatness. Basically, I mean, like I said, 9-5 in 2020, but missed the playoffs with a 9-5 record. Crazy. Then went 15-2, and I'm saying 15-2 in 2021 because on their way to winning the championship, they were 13-2 in the regular season, and then won. They had a first round bye and then won two more games. That's the best record we've had in a season ever. 15-2, only two losses the whole season. Um, and they won the CFL West. They won the CFL Super Bowl. Best record 15-2 in 2021. 8-7 in 2022, and they missed the playoffs, but they did not have a negative record. They had a positive record still, and then went 10-5 in 2023 in route with their second championship. I think that there's no reason for me to unless they have back to back. Really, like last year they went 5-10. Unless they have back to back 5-win seasons, I don't see a reason to be thinking about putting Montgomery Brawl and Mackay in tier 2, and then Goat Gang. I mean, this is that's me. That's my franchise. That's the one I owned by CMJ. Established in 2018, 61-30 overall winning percentage, is tied for first. 1,788 points scored per season. That's second behind Andy Reid's mustache, who's only played 2 seasons. Um, I guess the only thing I can say negatively is in 2020, see the Goat Gang was eliminated in the second round. In 2021, Goat Gang was eliminated in the first round. In 2022 and 2023, Goat Gang was eliminated in the finals, the Super Bowl. And then 2024, Goat Gang was eliminated in 2024. So, yeah, 7-year playoff streak. Um, really, the only thing that honestly and I guess I can speak for
More
myself
consistency
here.
in the playoffs.
No, 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 no. I think we're good
Yes.
there. I think I'm good. No, I no. Don't get me wrong. Since I'm talking about myself now, I think I'm good there. I mean, I make the playoffs, first round, second
I'm
round, third
talking
round. I
about
make it.
consistency in the playoffs. Yeah, you can make the playoffs, yeah, but at some point the standards should change.
Have you been to a championship? Have you been to a Super Bowl?
I'm
Okay,
I'm just talking
I've been to
about
4. I've been to 4.
respect.
Okay,
Oh my goodness, Jesus. See
I,
this man
I, I
right here.
I'm just saying. I get, bro. You should, bro. The one that I lost to Mackay, that one I lost off a James Cook dropped pass, like in the end zone. Like he did not complete that pass, and they
So are
should
you
have thrown
saying
him
you
the
don't need to
ball
be
again.
more consistent? All
I'm saying,
all
I'm
I'm
saying,
saying is, are you saying you don't need to be more consistent in the playoffs? Because
that's
that's
such
all
a
I said.
high bar. Like I'm saying, I just need to keep making the playoffs so that I can have a
Hard for
consistent.
you? I'm surprised it's hard for you. I figured you'd be happy at some shit like that. I figured that's some shit you'd be saying.
Oh, don't get me
I'm surprised
wrong.
to hear you say that. That's
Listen,
all. I'm surprised to hear you say this.
the ceiling is Super Bowl. The floor is playoffs.
No shit, yeah.
The
But
floor is
I'm
playoffs,
talking about. I figured you. Yeah, I figured you would be one of the more consistent in the playoffs. I didn't think you'd be so
bro.
laid back a little bit.
I
That's all I'm
mean,
saying. That's all I'm saying.
maintaining this
Oh
level of
my god.
greatness gets a little. I'm a little tired.
No, this man didn't just say this.
Oh my
No, this
goodness.
nigga did this.
I'm
No,
a
this
little
nigga did just say
tired.
this, bro.
I'm a little tired.
This
I'm
man said, "I'm
sorry.
tired of being great."
No, I'm not. It's just hard to maintain this grade, especially with the variance every year. And I admitted that I have a little luck with injuries. Like I have to keep navigating that. I'm never tired. Don't get me wrong, I ain't never tired. I just worried. Like my anxiety. I'm just worried. Like because dang, I should have won another one by now.
Yeah, you
Oh, oh my
definitely should
goodness. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up.
have.
Those are the legacy tiers. Go gang, Montgomery Road. I feel like okay, so I guess I'll talk about the Never Lose was promoted from tier 2 to tier 1. The Chosen was promoted from tier 3 to tier 2. Andy Reid's Mustache was promoted from tier 4 to tier 3. The Beer's Egoist and Smooth Moves were promoted from tier 5 to tier 4. Colts Nation was demoted from tier 3 to tier 4. Go Gang, no change. Montgomery Brawl, no change. Team Arrow, no change. Burrito Supreme, no change. Hard Steel fell from from tier 4. He got demoted from tier 4 to tier 5. And yeah, those are the tiers, man. Those are the tiers. Y'all gotta step it up, man. Step it up. Okay. Draft better. Last year, there was a lot of talking about like, oh, this team don't want to trade with me here. This team don't want to trade with me there. From my point of view as the commissioner, to me, it seemed as if every team was really, really satisfied with the makeup of their team via the draft, waiver wire, however they acquired their players. I'm not mad at that. So, do better in the draft. I feel like that's where it all starts. To be honest, you draft a team that you're comfortable with and you want heading into this. That's where it starts. If you can't make a trade happen, I'm sorry, you can't make a trade happen. I'm Mr. Make It Happen, but if you can't, what can I do? What can I do? I can't make them. But anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed the tiers. I hope y'all enjoyed that mock draft that we have for y'all. I'm just goofy. Don't mind me. Appreciate y'all. Thank you, Devaughn, for tapping in and watching the tiers. And appreciate Chuck for tapping in earlier. And catch you on the next one, man. Peace out.